Hello everyone and welcome back to NeoBurgh. This is the big episode for episode 90. First off, what I want to jump on top of is getting sure that these are sending through all the oil and stuff. So I'm going to put a couple of extra trains on there because we've got a lot of oil and crude oil waiting there. We've also got a fair amount up here. So I want to make sure that that's all going to where it needs to go and getting to where it needs to get. So those should be making their way through now. Looks like they're just making their way to Kesgrave South, and then they'll make their way through the rest of the map. So yeah, we've been working for quite a while to try and reduce the overflow. Oh, what do we have here? The overflow for these, and our train is just one too long. What we can do is fix that. So if we just take this back a little bit, let's just maybe take it back to there. We should be able to put these in, and then I think that should be long enough. So if we connect these back in, maybe that to that one, this one up to here, and then it's probably best if we give it a little bit of space to allow the trains to come out as well. So if we do a non-one-way here and here, and then a one-way here, and then we can also do an exit here. That will go into the depot, like so. So if we maybe do something like this, that should then allow trains to hopefully get to where they need to go. So if we flip this one around, let's allow it out, and then yeah, that's way big enough. Let's just pick up those last bricks while we're at it. Hopefully we are starting to get some stone up here, although it doesn't look like it is quite getting there. I think what we need to do is update this line here. So what we can do is have it be a pendulum, and it will pick up from these as well up here, and we can change that one to one next to it. So if we just go into this station, and then we just need the platform, and let's just build this along. Because this will allow us to then build a line through this way as well. We'll just put a side building on with a couple of extra spaces. Put this road in here. That'll connect it all up. And then we just need to remove this section. And have that connect into here. just like so. We can put in a crossing here with a one-way crossover. Obviously we need to change the stops to 3 and 4 like so. And we can adapt this down here. So what we need to do is, number one, probably change things up with this line quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to most probably leave this as it is for now and try building on the opposite side so that we can actually do this without affecting too much. So I'll just take that out. I don't think this is in use, so we can remove that. And then we can go into here, take out these buildings. Hopefully we can put in another set of tracks with a platform. And of course the building would need to go on the other side. Oops. That should do something like that. So then if we maybe do something like this, with a road leading up here, then that makes sure that it's connected there. I'm just going to take this out here because we need to put in a train track through to here. And actually that's tunneled in the best location it can for this. So I'm quite happy with that, because we can literally just put this road back in where it was. Maybe even just raise it a little bit just so it doesn't affect the tunnel too much. And then we've still got this road coming through that goes up to both West Ham, goes down to Ilkeston, and does what we need down here. So this allows us to prepare things here without us actually making too many changes. So the game can play and it doesn't really affect anything, which is good. So I'll just take this bit out. And I think we'll need to remove this road here. We could potentially connect both of these up with a train station here. So that would be quite cool. So if we try, in fact it's probably easiest just to build this one out a little bit because it's got to connect down here. So we'll build it out 3 lengths. And then these would be connecting to here. We have a slight issue with the road here, but It's nothing we can't overcome quite easily with using the tunnel that should emerge. Let's just take out that section and make that just dirt like so. That'll connect in there, that's not a problem. And then we can probably just do a road straight over here. Connect those up, just so it continues through. So we have a train line down here, connects to most probably both the farm and this stone quarry here. So if we just put a steps there and a steps here, and I'll just put them periodically through as well. We can probably put in a road through here quite easily. That can connect in down this way. If I just delete that bit off, we should be able to connect that in quite nicely actually. And then we could potentially connect in this other road here. That road down. So that station connects to both of these, that's perfect. Can we upgrade this? Yeah. So we can do a road out from here, connecting in there. And then that continues that route through. I really feel like we should have a bridge here going across, like a road bridge, not just a bridge connecting for the trains. So if we did a road bridge here, or a tunnel, we could do a tunnel. We don't really do that many tunnels, do we? But it kind of lends itself to a bridge quite well. So I want it to go out straight, which would be like there. We could raise it in the middle maybe. And then it would just connect in down this side. So if we alter the priority here, maybe if we do something like this, it will just automatically connect. No, it won't. There we go. So now we have a bridge going across we could probably connect in down this way a little bit easier as well. But realistically, it's for connecting through from NeoBurgh to Ilkeston relatively easily. So that still connects there, which is perfectly fine. And this should be pretty well set up in order for us to change it over quite easily here. So what we would just do is probably make it, in fact, it doesn't have to connect there. So we could get rid of this train station altogether. So we can just change that into a pendulum effect line. And because it's got 3 things on this side and 3 things on this side, it should be pretty even. Although the farm only does 200, whereas all the others do 400, so it won't necessarily be quite so equal. Also, this one's connected this way, which potentially we could connect through. There's no real reason why we can't. It's a very convoluted line. It sort of just crosses over itself here, and it was all really for this section up here. So hopefully things are getting to here relatively well, but it doesn't seem like it is. Stuff's coming over from even over here. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, we're going to have to probably take a look at these sorts of lines and try and connect them in if we can, because the pendulum effect one would probably still pick stuff up from here, take it down itself. So doesn't make sense for it not to just connect through, because this will become a bit of an interchange in its own right, where trains will go through and what have you. In fact, if they are going all the way through, I wonder how we're gonna connect them through here. That might be a bit of an issue. But at least it's an issue for another day. So yeah, things are working at the moment. We'll just leave them as they are for the time being and plan things in, because obviously we've got a lot of stuff down here that would need to change as well. And with that, I think we'd probably need to consider what we're doing down here and what we're doing with like the train stations here and what have you. Because I do quite like the idea of having a almost like an interlink here. because that will work quite well. And we can connect in. Where does this go? Does this drop off down here? Huh. I didn't know that. Well, I probably did at some point. I just forgot. So even if what we do with this train line here isn't necessarily becoming an interlink, there's a fair few places where we can use an extra station. So this can connect, that can connect. If we expand this, so we can't put any on this side, we can do on the other side. I wonder how far we can take it. Oh wow. We can put in 2. This could be a really big station. Like a really big station. That's pretty big. And then we can put buildings on the end there. Damn. That is really big. That's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's absolutely bigger than I thought it would be. And I'll tell you what, that's for good measure. Extend it out this way by 2, so really long trains don't have to worry. We'll do the same on the other side. This is a lot of station here. The annoying thing is we won't be able to put buildings on the other side, on this side, on the left I mean. Just because it's filled out pretty much at this level. We can't put any trains on the other side, on the right hand side. We can only put buildings on that side. So many slam noises. There we go. So we can put in cargo buildings on this side. In fact, let's put one of the large ones in there and then let's just prepare it because it's probably going to need quite a lot of cargo storage. I don't know whether it'll fit there though. This will possibly be the biggest train station we've got in the map so far. So that's pretty cool. There we go. It's right next to a coal mine as well. So that's quite a flat little bit of land there. We're quite fortunate that we've been able to find that there. I'm just thinking about gondola-wise. if we maybe had a station here and here, that could pick up from these, and then on the other side, a station here and here, that could pick up from these down here, that could link in there. Wondering whether we connect in the steel mine. I mean, it would make sense. The steel mills, sorry. It would make sense, but at the same time, I just don't know whether we need that. I suppose we could link in both of the steel mills to this connection. That would be pretty cool. So it would almost be a train station here. It would need to be a train station down here probably, because we don't want to... Oh, actually we don't want to affect those farms, do we? So we would have to go around it. But then that's quite a climb up to this station, so it might be a bit of a struggle for it. But then we can connect this in here, and then have pendulums up this way, and this way. Possibly even linking into, say, the farm over here. Because it might be a bit of a better spot for it. The main problem's this quarry that's like pretty much at the top of a hill compared to it. Which one's the middle station? Probably these two. We could have those go straight through. And then we could literally just cut this one down. So if we just had a station here that was just for the stone and bricks, and then we could have a much larger interlinking station here, that could work quite well. So, I mean, this isn't really doing that much. It's moving about 300, which is decent, but let's just try changing out. So, take this side out. Now, I do wonder whether this will be able to connect in. To here. Yes, it can. That's good. So if we just rework the roads here a little bit. can't fit. Damn. Okay, so it can't come out straight. It's got to be kind of curved here. Let's try this connecting here. And then we just need a train station around here. So we won't need this anymore. Let's just sell those to get it out of the way. And then get rid of that road. This road can link here. This can continue through this way. I think is probably best. So change the flow direction. I mean, this can all come out, so we don't need it. This can go back. So when we put in this train line, if we put in steps here, in fact we can extend this train as well. Let's do it by 3 just to be safe. Whoops. There we go. Now, what happens if we just directly connect these here? Too much slope. Oh. Nope, it's perfect there. So that'll do. Ah, too much slope. Why are the fields being removed? Let's try this a section at a time. It may actually work. No. Too much slope. Why did it work for the other one? What's annoying is we've already removed those farms now. What we can do is if we come out like this, that doesn't look right, does it? Then hopefully, is this going to work? This isn't going to work, is it? This may not work the way I'm thinking it will, but we can at least try it. Difficult to delete that bit. Maybe we could reposition this. So, for example, we could go this way round, which could work. So I just want to add steps. I'll do them either side. And then we need to extend this by 3. I don't know whether 3 will actually be the perfect number. It just seems about right. I should probably preference that. Before someone's like, oh, why are you doing it as 3? Literally no reason. Just 3 seems right. Hopefully it's long enough. I tell you what, we could probably connect this in here, and then that there, and then hopefully that connects to both of those. We can do a route round from here, like so. It's a very impressive curve. I'm surprised that they're able to do that, but if it works, I'm not complaining. There we go. So that's one side of it, connecting these 3 in. And then on this side, we just need to do probably 1 train station here, could fit the 3 of them. What I might do is do a separate one for the steel. So down here, this line can go now. We can delete that. And I'm just going to delete these out so they don't get in the way. But we will probably put these roads back in because obviously they're connecting up the two areas. So what I'm thinking is this will connect in up here. Again, I don't want the roads to interfere, so I'm going to remove those roads. And is there any other... Is this still working? Yeah, it looks like it's still working for the time being at least. Can we make sure that these will connect before committing? And in fact, let's make this a little bit larger. So we're going to go out 2 on either end. Like so. Oops. Like so. And then hopefully any train that we put on here should be able to fit without issue. And also, hopefully at least, the trains will reach the 2 factories that they're trying to get to. So let's just test that theory. That connects there. This connects there. That will connect, but we might have to remove a farm field, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah, that connects, good. Okay, so now if we connect this to here, that works fine. That creates a decent tunnel, doesn't it? What we can do, I wonder whether we could come out and over the top. So we could create a connection here. And then this one, if we go up and over, I wonder whether we could sort of cross over and come out. Mind you, maybe we want to connect in down here, don't we? Ooh. Interesting. Let's give that a try. So if we come out from this one, and we'll go into the same tunnel, but then we'll come out, maybe not quite so high. Like, we literally just want to go over the top here. So if we did a crossing, the interesting thing about this one is it'll be the opposite way round, but it'll work. It'll work absolutely fine. So if we try going up to here, we may be able to go... ooh, what's it doing here? Why is it... no. Maybe it needs to go further up. Is that as high as it'll go? It's going to be tricky. I don't know whether it's going to be able to quite go over the top. It might be easier, considering it's only going to be a few trains, to have it cross in the tunnel. I mean, that is quite an interesting little experiment. I don't know whether we could make it cross over. So effectively, we need it to cross over from like here. That's way too high. So if we try and bring this up as high as it will go, will these connect? No, it really doesn't. Damn. Okay. Maybe under? Could under work? I don't know whether it's a bit much, really. I mean, by fairness, we could probably just connect it in here and it wouldn't be a problem. So if we had a crossing here, is that where it crossed? No, here. That's not working, is it? So this would be for the steel line, and then we would need another train station down here. Ooh, not 4, 2. 2 maximum, like. Okay, this isn't really... Okay, that needs to be there. Although, admittedly, that's probably a fair bit lower than the other train track. So I don't know if that's going to work. Yes, cool. I mean, it's a fair bit down, isn't it? Let's try putting this further back, as far back as we can. So if we did a road out from here, going flat, and then we want to put in a building here. Maybe we could make it go with the flow of the river a little bit. Okay, so then hopefully this will connect in there. That will connect in. Nope. Hold on. That will connect in there. There we go. Put a crossing on this side. Like so. And then that's all connected up. We can alter this road slightly so that it just goes straight over. We can take this out so that it doesn't have to... Oh, why is it going... Oh, it's just trying to get over there. That's fine. We might actually need to leave that in for the time being, at least. We could alter this road as well, so that it still goes all the way through quite easily. So we'd go over at this point. Try and raise that up. No, that's not working. There we go. So it's a little bit out of its way, but it still connects through. We'd do the same over here, so a road there would connect in. Hopefully that still connects to the farm. It does. And then we want it to connect to this one. Like so. So then maybe if we just take that out, put it into there, and put this one into there. Connect that in there. I mean, we could build up the cargo capacity here, but I think it's probably best if we don't for now. Let's just build like some roads around here. So don't know about this road going underneath. But anyway. We can totally go from here. If we make that dirt, we could do like in fact, let's do a bit further one that goes up to there. So these would go through this bit. In fact, let's build it over this side first. So we're going to build in a connection through for these. So then hopefully we can connect in steel and also coal and ore for that. Actually, no, it would just be the steel, wouldn't it? Because steel terminates here. Yeah. And then we've got this gondola line going backwards and forwards here. So we can put that line in, actually. So that's what that line would look like. Down here, we want it to go to number 1. It can go to number 2 if it needs to. Down here. There's no stops, so it's actually going down and back the same. So we would need to alter that. Could we potentially put in another line here easily, and then that could be one that goes through down to here. Because at the moment we have the oil connecting through. What's up with these? From there down to there, it can't go back. Yeah, right, okay. We just need to connect that back in. There we go, that works well. Right, so we've got this gondola line. This is, let's call this the Swindon one. Because it's going to the Swindon steel mill. At the moment, at least. Right. we need to put in the stops, don't we? So one-way stop here. It's probably going to cause a few issues, so we'll sort that out once we have sorted all of this out. So we want them to be able to come through without any issue. Up here they'd have to wait. Right, so this would be where they'd split out. We'll put a stop on the other side as well, where the steel mill would connect through. It slows down here, so I might put a few more stops because that way hopefully trains can keep rolling through a little bit better. What problem do we have? The gondola line. Ah, right, okay, so we want that one to go to number 1. And then down here it goes to number 1, that's correct. Goes to number 12, yep. Goes to number 2. Let's switch it to number 1. And then up here it will go to number 3, I think it is. Up here it will go to number 11, and then that should also be sorted. Sweet. We should be able to put in a depot down here quite easily. So I think that's what we'll do. Something like this. Do some track crossing over. Connecting in there. Do a slip switch. Oh. Signal, non-one-way there. And then we should be able to put in probably a BR. Because there's quite a few of them, we might do 2. Put that on that line, and that can start to move the coal and ore here. Oh, actually, do we want it to pick up? I just noticed that. Do we want it to pick up coal from here and then bring it down? We do, don't we? So, hold on. So it starts there, goes up to there, then it goes down to there. We actually want it to go to here on the way through. So that should be fine. That's nice and easy. And then that's this sort of triangle all sorted out, and they're connecting in up here. We do need to sort out some other train lines that will be coming through here in time. But for the next episode, I think we'll probably be looking at connecting up the coal, stone. I don't know what we're going to have to do about this stone. This one's the tricky one. As far as I'm concerned, at least. I mean, we could literally just use this train station, connect it through. So it just comes straight through. And then it'd just be sort of doing that. We also need to connect up this lot. So if we do something like that. Oh, this isn't going to connect. We want that to stay flat. Hopefully that connects there now, which it does. We can do, that will work quite well actually. So we would split this off here, bring it through this train station instead, and then we can take out this bit, connect it in there, connect it up to a train station up here. Maybe we connect it down to the line down here? Maybe. So that way it could take stuff out, and when it's coming back, bring back the stone and what have you. That could work quite well. But yeah, changes afoot, it's just slowly making its way through. I think I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, I got a tongue on my hair, a hair on my tongue. We've done a fair amount to bring this to fruition, and I'm looking forward to getting the steel to run through here. We're going to have to connect it up down this way, and I think we're going to have to connect this steel mill to a line up here, which should be fine because we've got other stuff that needs to connect in down here, and it's quite a lot for just one station, so it's probably a good thing that we connect it through that way. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think with your thumbs. If your thumbs don't cut it, then let me know with a comment. And until next time, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.